Even after the new transformers were replaced and installed, West Penn even told us, they're like, we know you have enough power. And I'm like, yeah, I know that too. But where is it? Why is it not working?
New transformers and a room filled with top-of-the-line electrical panels power the new South Hills location of a local distillery. But the owner of Maggie's Farm Rum says it's not entirely working. Tim Russell says he's a master at distilling rum, but believes this fix is on West Penn Power.
Yeah, he messaged KDKA consumer investigator Meghan Schiller after he says he made repeated failed attempts to find answers.
Because when fermentation happens, a lot of energy is released by the yeast, so these things get hot. So they all have their own thermostats that, these are cooling jackets.
Inside this spacious 22,000 square foot facility lives a lot of expensive temperature controlled equipment. That's why owner Tim Russell says adequate power is a must.
At its worst, we've seen it maybe 6, 7, 8 times a day where the lights are flickering. It doesn't always shut the equipment down, but it has.
Russell calls them brownouts and says they risk ruining his fermenters and the most important thing in the room, the copper still.
So this is what we need the power for, to take that 200-degree alcohol vapor and make sure it comes out as a liquid and not a gas vapor.
What happens if it doesn't work?
If by chance something would shut down with the cooling, alcohol vapor could shoot out of here, which is a flammable gas.
A safety issue that he thought would catch West Penn Power's attention. After all, he's a paying customer.
Depending on the time of year and usage, it can be between like $3,000 and $6,000 a month.
This location of Maggie's Farm Rum opened in late 2023, and ever since, Russell says he's gone back and forth with West Penn Power, leaving him no choice but to file complaints to the Pennsylvania Public Utility Commission, or PUC. In one reply, the PUC said West Penn planned to look at the electrical grid in the area, and Russell says he knows it's not just him. He says another manufacturer down the street's also dealing with it.
Yeah, they said they're just used to it. Like, they have to run these tests, like these time tests, and it might run for a few hours, and then the power goes out, and they have to start over.
KDKA Investigates asked West Penn Power what's going on. West Penn answered, saying its electrical grid in the area is satisfactory and sized appropriately, adding, quote, "We do not have any plans at this time to upgrade the infrastructure in the area." West Penn did say it's going to install more monitoring equipment on the circuit to provide real-time diagnostic information for any disturbances. The next inspection on the equipment is scheduled for 2 years from now.
We're a small business. I don't have a lot of clout with these big companies. They don't really seem to care about us.
Russell says it's a safety issue that could collapse his business, and if given the chance to talk to West Penn Power's leaders.
I'd say I invested $5 million into the area, creating jobs, paying taxes. We're paying for electric that's not really working all that well, so like, what's going on? Just tell us.
Meghan Schiller, KDKA News.
Now, again, West Penn Power and Tim Russell disagree on the level of disruption these brownouts involve. Russell says they threaten the success of his business, and he doesn't think they should be happening this often, if at all. West Penn Power tells KDK Investigates the area does not experience regular brownouts. It says it checked the substation and power line that serves the area prior to the start of June and found no issues.